Hi everyone, I'm Marshall Carper and welcome to Marketing Monday. So today I want to talk about lead generation. Lead generation, another classic internet marketing idea that not enough business owners, not enough brands are fully taking advantage of. So lead generation, to catch you up if you're not familiar, is the idea of getting a prospect's contact information, name, email, phone number, sometimes more than that, but usually more than that's not necessary, kind of overkill. But if you can get that information, then you can start engaging the prospect in an ongoing sales conversation. So in a B2B space, that might be a phone call. In a B2C space, maybe like an e-commerce brand or something like that, that's probably going to be an email conversation or maybe even a text message conversation, depending on how creative and clever you're starting to get with the technology available to you. But you can't start doing those ongoing permission marketing tactics unless you get their information out of the gate. So we know this is important. This is an internet marketing tool, tactic that's been around since the internet really started. We learned very quickly that getting a prospect's email information, building your email list, building your contact database is a huge win for the business. But I still see a lot of businesses that just have a generic contact form. So if you're going to be engaging prospects in the long term, and you definitely should be, you should start to look at how you can incentivize customers to become leads, to opt into being leads. So the classic approaches are things like coupon codes, ebooks, white papers, free trials or demos are some cool ways to do that. But if you want to be more creative and get a bit more beyond the traditional approach, start thinking about offering more in-depth content. So webinars are not a new idea, but they take more work than most people are going to want to put in, but they're great lead gen tools, especially if the webinar topic is interesting and you're working with a good partner to make the content more interesting. So webinar is a good idea. Maybe you have some sort of interactive contest, like a video game could be really cool if you're using that for lead generation. A lot of big brands are. You'd be surprised how many big brands are using video games for lead generation. You can also look into like video courses and things like that, stuff that takes you a notch above what your competitors are doing. And what exactly is going to make sense for your business is going to vary pretty wildly based on your industry. But I promise you, even if you are doing the classic lead generation tactics, you could be offering something more enticing, more interesting, and more engaging to your prospects to get them to opt in to your future marketing efforts. So take a fresh look at your lead gen. Hopefully this inspires you to think a little bit differently about it. Feel free to reach out. Be happy to riff with you on what you're thinking and what might be cool for your brand and industry, because I love when brands start trying to break out of the box and do something really creative. But until then, I'm Marshall Carper, and this has been Marketing Monday.